Has the Mothman returned? I'd like to thank Adam, one of my amazing subscribers, for sending me these stories. If you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, it really does help. So after being really quiet for the last few months, the Mothman seems to be back. Only the last week it was reported by Manuel Navarrete that he was seen at O'Hare Airport on September 24th at 11 PM. Manuel didn't give a name for the source, but he does say it's a reliable witness. Somebody that worked for the United States Postal Service for the last 17 years, they saw what they believed initially to be a very large bird or a man wearing a coat. The coat turned out to be the wings. 7 foot tall, it's made a half chirp, half clicking noise like somebody clicking their tongue, but much faster. It got within 10 feet of her, she said, and then it took off into the air. It's fair to say the encounter terrified her. And this, of course, is not the only eyewitness account of the Mothman. He's quite popular in parts of America.
Up until Sunday night, he hadn't been spotted recently, but according to these pictures, the legendary Point Pleasant Mothman is back. These pictures, supposedly taken by a man who says he was driving along State Highway 2 in Point Pleasant, saw something jump from tree to tree, so he pulled off the road to take these pictures. The man declined an on-camera interview, but is adamant the pictures are real.
There are literally hundreds of stories of the Mothman.
My 8-year-old son was standing beside my bed. I remember in the dream asking him why he was there, who brought him there, and how to get there. And I guess I had enough consciousness to know he shouldn't be there. So I immediately woke up, and when I did, there was this figure standing beside the bed. Had long arms, skinny like fingers, skinny arms, wings above its shoulders, and its face, I could see dark, large circles where its eyes would be.
And it was late in the evening. We're coming around the first curve, and the first curve will be near a graveyard, actually. And as we come around the curve, we slowed down, and the headlights hit something in the road. What they hit was a form. And for a split second, I thought, oh, it's a large bird in the middle of the road. It kind of stands up a little bit. With just one movement, it shot straight up.
You actually could hear it. I stood up, turned around to the back window of the bedroom, and you could see the shadow of whatever this was flying over the field to the back of the house.
In all honesty, I've always been fascinated by cryptids, but I've always considered this story to be slightly ridiculous. But when I started looking into it for this episode, I found other encounters. Even as recently as October 16th, I'm finding reports from Carroll Stream, Illinois. And this is not the only strange thing to be reported over the skies of America in the last couple of weeks. There are more than just Mothmen above the skies of Los Angeles.
FAA and FBI are investigating a startling report of what they're calling an airspace intruder, a man wearing a jetpack. The FAA says 2 airline crews reported the close encounter Sunday night approaching Los Angeles International Airport. Chris Van Cleve is following the investigation for us. Chris, good morning to you. What do we know?
Well, good morning. Investigators are skeptical it was, in fact, a jetpack, but talk about a high-flying mystery in the skies over Los Angeles. Did 2 pilots really see a man with a jetpack at 3,000 feet?
Tower, American 1997. We just passed a guy in a jetpack.
Then another jetpack sighting moments later from a Southwest pilot.
We just saw the guy pass by us.
Jetpacks like this one from LA-based Jetpack Aviation are not common. Only a handful of companies in the world make them, and they are not commercially available. The company says their technology was not involved. Jetpack Aviation CEO confirmed to CBS News he has been in touch with the FAA about the technology, but says their aircraft does not have enough fuel to get a person to 3,000 feet and back to the ground safely. Adding, they are loud, so it seems unlikely no one on the ground would notice it taking off, flying, or landing. And then there's this from the air traffic controller.
JetBlue 23, use caution. Person in a jetpack reported 300 yards south of the LA final at about 3,000 feet.
JetBlue 23, you were heard. You're definitely looking. Only in LA.
Only in LA for sure. Now, investigators do believe the pilot saw something. They're just not sure it was a jetpack. The fact that there is no video that surfaced from the ground also makes them skeptical. But just what it is remains a mystery.
So, was it a man with a jetpack? Was it the Mothman? I don't know, but it would most definitely seem that whoever it was has a death wish. Flying in and around LAX, one of the busiest airports in the world, with a jetpack or not, seems like suicide. But it would seem that the jetpack they mentioned in the last report isn't possible of actually getting up to that altitude. But is there another possibility? This jetboard, for example, has much greater range. It can fly for over 10 minutes and has even been reported to be able to get up to around 10,000 feet, which is more than enough for this to be what was seen at LAX. The best of it is, I can actually imagine somebody doing this, because it must have been one hell of a ride. Now, these are not the sort of UFOs we're used to talking about on this channel, but like we always say, keep looking at the skies. You might just be amazed what you see.